It's now time to go over to the WION Newsroom. Adya Juneja will give us all the insights from the world of business. Miraj Shah gets us updates from technology, and Athira Shashidharan get us all the updates from sports. Let's start with the business updates. Adya, over to you.
Thank you, Shivan. We have a lot lined up for you, but let's start with the Asian markets. Now, Asian markets saw a mixed session on Tuesday as investors weighed year-end gains against tech sell-offs and geopolitical risks. Japan's Nikkei dipped 0.37%, while South Korea's Kospi fell 0.1%. Taiwan's tech-heavy index dropped amid tensions over China's military drills. Hong Kong bucked the trend, rising 1%. SoftBank shares slipped after announcing a $4 billion acquisition of data center firm DigitalBridge. Markets remained cautious ahead of US home price data and the Federal Reserve's December minutes. Speaking of Fed's December minutes now, the US dollar remains steady as markets await the December minutes meeting, which is expected to reveal policy divisions for 2026. The dollar index hovered near a 3-month low, while the euro and pound were up for this year at their strongest since 2017. Traders are pricing in potential rate cuts, and a new Fed chair is expected to favor looser policy. The Japanese yen found footing near 156 per dollar despite 2 BOJ rate hikes. The Australian and New Zealand dollars climbed to multi-year highs, reflecting the growing divergence in global currency trends. Moving on, Novo Nordisk and Eli Lilly are reducing prices of their top obesity drugs, now Wegovy and Mounjaro, in China to make treatments more affordable. Novo cut prices by up to 48% in some provinces, while Lilly's price cuts start January 1st. The moves come as more than 65% of China's population could be overweight or obese by 2030, and domestic competition intensifies. Now, the companies are following a global trend, having also lowered costs in India and the United States, aiming to reach cash-paying payments in fast-growing markets for weight loss treatments. And finally, India's rise as the world's largest rice exporter is drawing global attention, but at a local cost. Now, farmers in Punjab and Haryana are drilling deeper wells as rice cultivation depletes groundwater, with extraction far exceeding natural recharge. Subsidies intensive rice production, but smaller growers struggle with rising costs. Authorities are beginning to promote less water-intensive crops like millets, though adoption remains limited. With India accounting for 40% of global rice exports, policy changes could have major implications for both domestic sustainability and international markets. Well, that is it in the world of business. Now, for all the tech updates, it's over to you, Miraj.
Thank you, Adya. Now, a new cyber espionage campaign has been reported by cybersecurity firm Kaspersky. The attack that has reportedly targeted government organizations across Asia uses a more virulent version of the Toneshell backdoor malware. According to Kaspersky, the campaign is being orchestrated by a hacker group called Mustang Panda. Now, this group is a well-known bad actor with a record for targeting governments, NGOs, and other high-profile institutions across the world. Kaspersky says that the attacks have been active at least since February 2025, affecting government systems in Myanmar, Thailand, among other Asian countries. According to the report, affected systems were the same that had been infected with older Toneshell variants. The malware has been previously linked to state-sponsored Chinese actors. Now, Nobel laureate Geoffrey Hinton, who has been a vocal campaigner against indiscriminate development of AI models, has reiterated his warnings about AI and the future of work. In an interview with CNN, Hinton said that AI is advancing much faster than he had anticipated, and a severe job loss crisis in 2026 could be on the cards. Hinton said that AI has made exponential progress in its reasoning abilities. He gave the example of call center jobs that have already been outsourced to AI and predicted that AI is progressively becoming capable of handling longer and more complex engineering and coding projects, making human skills in these vocations somewhat redundant. Hinton has also reiterated a 10 to 20% chance of AI posing an existential threat, calling it a very real fear shared across the tech world. Now, finally, Japan's SoftBank Group has announced the acquisition of DigitalBridge, a digital infrastructure investor, in a deal valued at about $4 billion. Now, the deal deepens SoftBank's investments in artificial intelligence and includes data centers, cell towers, fiber networks, and edge infrastructure. All of these sectors are critical to AI computing demand. The offer values DigitalBridge at about $16 per share, a 15% premium over its last close. Now, the deal is expected to be signed off in the second half of 2026. And that's all the news we have for you from technology. For sports, it's over to you, Athira.
Raj, here are the top sports stories we're tracking for you at this hour. We'll begin with football first. Host Morocco produced their best performance of the Afcon so far to beat Zambia 3-0. The victory meant that they have now qualified for the last 16 of the tournament. Morocco finished top of Group A with 7 points from 3 games, while Zambia are eliminated after gaining just 2 points. There was more good news for Morocco captain, as Morocco captain and recently crowned African Footballer of the Year, Achraf Hakimi, came on in the 64th minute. It was his first outing since suffering an ankle injury in the Champions League almost 8 weeks ago. He will now be available for the last 16 clash at the weekend, which will be against one of the 4 best third-place teams. Over in chess now, world number 1 Magnus Carlsen lost to school again after losing to Indian Grandmaster Arjun Erigaisi at the FIDE World Blitz Championship. Erigaisi gained a better position with an extra pawn in round 9 in Doha. Carlsen managed to win back the pawn late in the game, but the time was running out for him. Then came the frustrating moment. Carlsen's queen slipped from his hand and he failed to hit the clock on time, resulting in his loss. Carlsen's punch on the table reminded many fans of a similar incident in Norway when he lost from a winning position to world champion D. Gukesh in June. Staying with chess, world champion D. Gukesh also suffered a shock defeat at the ongoing FIDE World Blitz Championship. He lost to 12-year-old chess prodigy Sergei Skeloskin in the 3rd round of the tournament. The loss came after a costly blunder by Gukesh under severe time pressure. Gukesh went into the game with a blitz rating of 2,628, which was 228 points higher than the 12-year-old. Lastly, British heavyweight boxer Anthony Joshua has been injured in a car crash in Nigeria that killed 2 of his close friends and team members. Officials say Joshua was traveling with 4 others when their vehicle collided with a stationary truck on a major road near Lagos. Joshua is stable and conscious and did not require any emergency medical treatment, while 2 of his other passengers were unharmed. Police have launched an investigation into the cause of the accident. Well, with that, we have come to the end of the sports segment. It's back to you, Shivan.
Athira, Adya, Miraj, thanks so much for all those updates. That's a wrap on WION Newsroom and a wrap on this bulletin. Thanks so much for staying with us. Short break now. Stay with us. Come right back.